Okay, I am streaming, I think. Let me finagle my technical difficulties here. Yes, okay, I have my chat. It is actually on top. Let's see. Wait. Network error. Hang on. Oh, I think it's just, okay. Yep, looks like I'm live. Alright, let's play Stormblood. Let's see, did we have the quest up? I'm good at this, you guys. That's the quest button. Nope. Let's go pick it up. Oh yeah, okay, I remember how to do this. Gosh, it's been about 2 days. Let me get the sound on. Here we go. Let's get a griffin. Here we go. Yeah, my camera's not very good, so if I've got natural light from the window, it just looks washed out, and I don't think there's anything I can do about that, so who cares? Hi E! I have my chat overlay working again. I just needed to update my Firefox plugin for it. Turn off the sun. We could! If that were. Magnus Archive. Someone tried that. It didn't work. Okay. Where are we? Path and no return. Should be here. There we go. Up to the Setsu. I should tell Twitch I'm online. Pardon me just a second. I guess real streamers do this automatically, right? Notifications. Okay. Oh, I just took that. Where are we? I will not pursue her for it is for her to think on our master's words and recognize the futility of her course. Those, at least, are my thoughts upon the matter. Yours may be different. There is a lawnmower right outside my window. Yours may be different. Should you wish to give chase, I will not bar your path. We each have but one life and it is not to be spent recklessly in pursuit of our goals. I pray she realizes this soon. I don't know if you guys can hear the lawnmower, but great timing. Let's see. So Giri ran off to go assassinate Xenos on her own, and told me that he's not gonna stop her. It's her decision to make, but if I want to stop her, that's up to me. So I run off, and don't stop her. No longer. Okay, good. Gary, you do not let me do this trial thing, this duty as a ninja, though, because I would regret it. But Gosetsu's point there, you've only got one life, don't waste it. Olivia learned that after he died. He got that figured out, but that's kind of his theme throughout Shadowbringers, actually. He's getting there. Friends don't let friends assassinate Imperial Viceroys by themselves. Yeah. Did Gosetsu send you to stop me? Nope. Then you came of your own free will? I should be surprised if you agreed with my chosen course. No one else did. But this is not as fanciful as they would have you believe. Scant moments ago, I received the Crown Prince's itinerary from one of our spies in the castle. It would seem that Xenos has no desire to remain in Doma any longer than necessary. He wishes to inspect the moon gates this very evening. His impatience is to our advantage. He arrived without warning and gave Yatsuyu no time to prepare. The whole castle is in a state of upheaval. To avoid any delay, he has declined a full escort and will be traveling with no more than a handful of soldiers. The kami could not have blessed us with more auspicious circumstances. I will kill him, Olivian, I will. You mean we will kill him? Or die trying. You understand the risks? He's like, done there, done that. Forgive me, of course you do. You may have better than I. There we go. But are you sure? This part made no sense when I did it on my Catboy, because Catboy would not go assassinate Xenos. Catboy would run away. Thank you, I cannot well express what this means to me. We have much to discuss, but we can do that on the way. Yuzuka Manor is some distance from here. We must hurry. Isn't that where is that the Namazu house? Or is that a different one? We'll find out. Hi, kiddo. Stay calm. No one knows you were here. No one knows you saw anything. No one knows you overheard two rebels plotting to kill the Crown Prince. Ah, stupid. You know where this ends. And they only have themselves to blame. You have to tell them. You have to. Come on, kid. Come on, roll meow. And so the fun thing, when I was going through this whole Stormblood everything on Ostercat, I was having a lot of trouble getting Ostercat to actually do anything. Because he's a tiny cat. He doesn't want to do the storyline. So I had enough trouble getting him into Stormblood proper, and then after this, there's no way he could chase him off to the other side. So how I got him to the other side of the world, to Doma in the first place, was actually Grace's idea. But how I got Ostercat to the other side of the world is we sent him over there telling him, Xenos is here, not in Doma. So if you go to Doma, there will be no Xenos. So he goes to Doma, and there's Xenos. Yep, Namazu house. Hello, fishies! You are the best fishies. I love you. You look at him! Oh, I can't click on him. Best fishies. Best fishy. There's a fish there. Look how good he is. Lovely fish. Lovely fish. Ugly fish too. Fish. What? You're so stupid! I love him so much. Isn't Elvin a Garland deserter? He's gonna have a rough time indeed, yeah. Alright, I should probably switch into a class one to put this on. And canonically, he'd be ninja for this, but I'm gonna go warrior. Warrior's also common, he just doesn't pick it back up. This is far enough. Let us discuss our plan of attack. Almegan conscript. Yeah. Alvin's gonna have fun. Fun. Fury has made her choice, and so have you. And this part's a little railroady, because until it just railroads you right into this, doesn't give you a chance to get talked into it. It doesn't give you a chance to say no and get talked into it. And you kind of have to for the storyline. Xenos' itinerary is as follows. He will depart Doma Castle by ship and approach Moon Gates. The Magitech field will be deactivated briefly, allowing his vessel to pass. It will then continue on to these very docks where he and his entourage will disembark. As you can see, this area is not ideal for an ambush. Wide open, multiple avenues of escape, the manor is better suited to our needs. Let us split up and search for suitable hiding places. Can I see? I have some books. Yes, I can. I'm gonna tell from someone in the FCL. Buffs, please! Hello, Fishman. This isn't Fishy Manor. Okay. It's not actually Fishy Manor. It's directly next door to Fishy Manor. Yay, no more lawnmower. Surrounded by walls and deserted, this location appears to be ideal for concealment. He would just go ninja for this, but I'm bad at it. Ah, there you are. From the roof we would have a clear view of the docks. It's settled. We shall lie in wait here until Xenos arrives. As discussed, if all goes to plan, he shall fall with my first blow. If not, then the two of us will have to engage him in open combat. His escort is of no consequence, which means that we will have a 2-to-1 advantage. Nevertheless, he is not to be underestimated. Go. All that remains is to wait. I trust that you are ready. Gary didn't actually see us get trounced by him. I know, we've put on a few levels since then. It'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? Stop. No. Alvin lost an arm, Milligan lost half his face. Xenos does that. Xenos is a creep.
忍びの者か。でクノボも連れてくるんだったか。
お前も軽いな。像を止めてもこの程度か。
まだまだ海燕様の敵ドマの演習はこの程度ではない。
Just took out that huge axe. Don't know how that was done that quietly, but okay. Although I was a white mage trying to get the sun off Sir
建
Cat,
造さ
so
れた新たな刀を試すとしよう。切れ味が悪ければ貴様の悪運も尽きたと思え。ただし脆弱な獲物では試し斬りすらする気にならぬ。一心不乱に抜かせてみせよ。
yeah, canonically Ilvion would be ninja at this point. I'm just embarrassed of how bad I am in ninja. Not that much better, yes.
そこだ。
That's autopilot motions.
そこだ。甘い。そこだ。
Do something.
そこだ。そこだ。
Yeet! Oh, I do have my yeet. Heck.
お前を撃つ。
Go, Yukiri.
始末する。
そこだ。そこだ。力を解放する。
Xena says cheating. Earn the right to look at a stupid spell.
試し斬りといった。
Don't have this myself.
そこだ。甘い。
He healed himself to full. Jerk. Real samurais can't do that.
走れ。
How built in You know, we never got to trial.
楽しませてくれよ。
Like, we got hints of it in his dad's actually looks great. Navarre's fire. We could have gotten gosh, stupid aliens. We could have gotten the Xenos trial. And the Xenos mount. And diamond weapon, and they skipped them. Dark samurai, yeah. Do not steal.
甘い。こんなものか。
cheated! He cheated! Xenos cheats, guys. How you gearing?
そうか、思い出した。貴様アラミ語でまみえた蛮族どもの英雄か。
This is good on Olivia because this here, Alamigo, Champion of the Savages, that could be either encounter with Xenos, or both. Highlanders aren't very expressive.
地にて生まれし赤き輝き烈火となりて日沈む地にて生まれし青き輝きを食らわん
It's like, well, here goes again. Dented.
Huh. なるほど。生かしたのも無意味ではなかったと。よいぞ。ならば俺のため万策を尽くし、この窮地から生きながらえてみろ。この血を沸かし、この肉を踊らせるため生きるのだ。もろくたやすい倦怠極まる世界において、俺もまたそれを狩る閲楽にのみ生きよう。
She'll be fine. We don't know that.
死に損なう。貴様は試すまでもない邪魔だ。
そいつらから離れろ帝国の犬め
貴殿たちどうしていけない逃げるんだ
逃げない今度こそ逃げるもんかあんたたちのやってること大バカだと思った余計なお世話だって思ったよ
You kiddo to the
だ
rest.
けど復讐するたび苦しかった言えなかったけど守りたかった何かがあったあんたたちを見て胸が痛むのはその心がまだ俺たちにあるからだ今忘れたふりをしたらきっと二度と向き合えないだから来たもう曲げられるもんか俺たちは最後までドマジンだ
愚かだな。いかなる理由があれ無駄死に無駄死にだ。
We were having a moment, Xenos. Shush.
武器もろくに扱えないで我が道を遮ったことその命でも償いきれぬ大罪と知れ
残念ね彼らの覚悟決して無駄じゃなかったわ
Another kiddo to the rescue. Grandpa to the rescue. Yeah, sad.
今のうちに逃げるわよ。豪雪、夕霧を。
こんな煙幕ごとき誰でもいい、すぐに奴らを追いな。ゼノス様。
Everything's okay. I don't think we will follow. Gods, I have no idea what was going through that man's head, but I'm heartily glad he decided to leave. Oh, and don't thank us. Thank Alphinaud. He's at the House of the Fierce, patiently awaiting your gratitude. You should have seen the way he turned pale when he heard about Yukiri's plan, and how you, of all people, have decided to help her. And that's unsurprising that everyone decided to help her. He was in such a panic, barking orders, calling for a squadron to be assembled. As were you. I was rather composed, as I recall, but that is neither here nor there. Beside himself with emotion. Can you believe it? We faced the Crown Prince himself and lived to tell the tale. You have no idea what this means for us. Everyone's talking about getting more weapons and armor, and we're not going to stop until we've taken back our homeland. Alright, getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We've got wounded to attend to first. We should be back to the village. We should get back to the village. Okay, Gary, she says she can manage on her own. Sorry, that says in your hitbox. How are you feeling after fighting that demon? I can only imagine. I suppose I got to apologize to you for, you know. Anyway, thank you for not giving up on us, the Shinobi too.
お怪我は大丈夫なんですか？
ああ、仲間の治癒魔法がよく効いている。それに貴殿たちが手厚くもてなしてくれたからな。よ
かった。私たちもやると決めたからには誠心誠意頑張ります。
So,
お二人ともお手伝いすること
they've
があったら言ってくださいね。
kind of started making a point in Stormblood with not killing off characters. I mean, they still do more than they need to, but they're kind of making a point of trying to not go where they went with Heaven's Ward. I'm pretty sure Yugiri would not have survived this in Heaven's Ward. That actually has this kind of the same impact with how badly we all got beat up as Xenos. It has the same impact whether or not she would have survived. But we get to keep her, yay, lizard friend.
そんなに見つめておると夕霧たちに穴が開くでござるぞ。お主も何か声をかけてくればよかろうに。
うるさいな。あんたたちこそ話すことがあるんじゃないのか？俺はちょっと村のみんなと話してくる。
豪雪、アリゼー殿、この度は迷惑をかけて申し訳ない。私ばかりではなく英雄殿の命まで危険にさらしてしまった。
Chopsticks.
己の未熟さをいくら呪っても足りないほどだ。あれほど反対していた豪雪にはなし崩しで信念まで曲げさせてしまって。
Open mic. Sorry, not sorry.
たわけ、お主は主がなぜあのような命を下したのか、一度冷静に考えるべきでござる。すべては進化と民を守るため、お主とてそこに含まれておるのだから、これに懲りたら少しは自愛せえ。
結局あなたの熱意が人々を奮い立たせたんだから、そんなに気に病むことはないんじゃない？私たちに謝るくらいだったら、その分信じて付き合ってくれたその人に感謝するべきだと思うけど。
まさしくその通りだな。本当に世話をかけた。どんな言葉を重ねても足りないが、ありがとう。
おーいみんな
無事でよかった。君たちがゼノスの暗殺に向かったと聞いた時は肝が冷える思いだったよ。
助けに行けなくてごめん。アリゼーに絶対に待機してろって言われてたんだ。私今ゼノスと対峙したら、たとえ勝ち目がなくても絶対に挑むだろうから、気を使ってもらったんだって自分でも分かってる。
Like, yeah, at least you're not the only one. I get it.
何よ。そんなことより先のことを考えましょう。帝国も今は追撃をしてこないみたいだけど、こちらの存在と戦意が伝わった以上、あまり猶予はないわ。
Now there's a weed whacker.
戦いになったら戦力的に不利なのは明白よ。何か策を立てないと。さあ、参謀担当のお兄様、大いに頭を振るいなさいよ。
Preeminent tactician of our time. Okay. Small child.
そうだな。クガネに残っていろいろと模索をしてみたものの、エオルゼアからの援軍は期待できないだろう。時間がかかるというのもあるが、海に関心の低い帝国であれ、ある程度の戦力を乗せた船がエオルゼアから出たとなれば、気づいて阻害してくるだろうからね。しかしドマに駐屯している帝国軍の戦力も戦時下を脱している今さほど多くはないらしい。ドマの民を中心に対抗しうる戦力を揃えて帝国軍が陣を構えるドマ城を叩く。言うほど安くはないが、唯一可能性があるとしたらそれだ。
であれば我らが主君ヒエン様をお迎えに上がろう。ドマの民にとってそれほど士気が上がることもない。こたびの暗殺計画によって 民の志は十分に証明された。あの方にもはや首だけご帰還なさるわけにはいかぬと詰め寄ってやろうではござらんか。
それから私たち自身も強くならなくちゃ。ゼノスに次こそ勝てるように。
Next time we'll defeat him. Gosh. I do like how Stormblood just keeps throwing you against Xenos like he's a brick wall. Like a rocky cliff. And just chucks you against him until eventually it works, but I've gotten some good mileage out of that one's character. Our countrymen's deeds speaks for themselves. Lord Hien cannot deny the truth of their hearts. Too long has it been since I looked on his face. It would be of great comfort to see him again, and no small comfort if you were to join us in the search, I should add. I'll be traveling to the Azim Steppe, Vivian. I found Lord Hien once before, and I am confident I can do so again. Moreover, it was to me whom he put the question of Doma's resolve. I feel it my duty to deliver to him our people's reply. Speak your real comrade. Comrades over here. No small child. Slightly less small child than some others. I wonder what kind of man Hien is. From what I've heard, he's about the same age as me, and then there's Ferdola, who isn't a whole lot younger than us both. Children. Like her, he was born and raised in an imperial province. This is all he's ever known, but unlike her, he chose to do something about it. I want to meet him. I want to know why. Maybe if I understand that, it'll help me understand a lot of other things. I always forget they're the same age because Hien acts way more like a grown-up than Lise does. I guess that's just circumstances, right? And some people just grow up a lot faster in their 20s than others. Now there's a leaf blower! There's a lawnmower and then weed whacker, now a leaf blower, okay. The beloved king returning to urge his countrymen up to rise up in rebellion? Not a story you'd ever hear in Charlian or you'll die, is it? Not in those words, perhaps, but no land people is so cynical to be wholly immune to inspiration. Singular individuals have the power to move hearts and minds no matter where they go. Doubtless you speak from personal experience. As much as this Lord Hien intrigues us, Olivia, there are vital tasks to be attended to here. Preparations for the inevitable assault on Doma Castle, for one. There's also the matter of coordinating our efforts with the Confederacy and our comrades in Kagane in dealing with this troublesome Aetherite. I could go on, but you understand. Aye, so it goes. We all have our responsibilities. We shall depart for the Azim Steppe at once. Will you be joining us, Olivia? Sure, why not? Heidelin said so. For our part, we shall do what we can to aid the Doman Liberation Front in your absence. We will refrain from conducting any large-scale operations in your absence, and instead devote our energies to bolstering our ranks and training our new recruits. When we return, we will be ready for war. If anything happens, if you need to come back sooner, you better contact us. Noble sacrifices are a last resort, remember? Follow me, my friends. We have many miles to travel before we reach Rio. Wait, don't leave yet. Here, take these for the road. It's simple fare, but it's the least we can do for you after what you did for us. It may be stupid and naive of me to say this, but I will. My crumb in my eye. I woke up with a crumb in my eyes. So, okay. When you come back, we'll finish what we started. We'll beat the Imperials and we'll win our freedom, so don't keep us waiting too long. I'm pretty sure the question works for Simmons. Oh, your meanwhile? Yeah, we get meanwhile. Meanwhile, in the keep of Doma Castle.
ほう、そこまでの状態とは。さすがは万神バハムートを捕らえしんものだ。すぐに飛空戦艦の準備を。責務は果たしたのだ。陛下もとやかく言うまい。単なる情報筋でしかなかった貴様の願いを聞き入れ、代理総督の座につけてやったのはなぜか。他の属州への見せしめとしてドマをいたぶり続けろと命じられたからだ。その退屈な命令には貴様のちっぽけな怨念こそふさわしい。己の役目をひたすらに果たし続ける。もしこの地の主導権を反乱軍に渡すようなことがあれば、二度はこの顔を拝めぬぞ。とくとげ、できぬのならばドマンもろとも散れ。
よつゆ様、大丈夫か？ゼノス様はすごく怖いの。
Uncalled for, indeed. That's Xenos. He's uncalled for.
あいた
反乱軍に噂に聞くエオルゼアの英雄が手を貸しているようだよ。お前さん、あいつと何か因縁があるんだろう。任せてやるから追いかけな。仲間ごとひねり潰してやるんだ。
Yay, severed heads.
本当か？あいつと戦えるの？あいつはオラの天敵に違いねえ。今度こそ絶対にぶっ殺してやるの。
They have a lot of really good, unique character models, starting with Stormblood. We've got Yatsu, Xenos, Hien. I think there are more. Gotta be more. But yeah, lots of unique character models that are quite good looking. Meanwhile, in Garabania, more meanwhiles? Oh yeah, this is just setting up the Omega arc, isn't it? Oh, and this dude.
さて、この大穴で間違いないはずだが、邪竜の石が抜け落ちたからか、竜の目の気配が全く感じられんな。
Dun, dun, dun. Who could it possibly be?
竜の目から連なっている厄災なら、今度こそ不始末をつけてやらなきゃな。
They probably just with
So
Stormblood just got more of a budget for unique characters because most of the special characters in Heaven's Ward were just character creator. Oh, I've completed part 1 and now I need to start New Game Plus part 2. I guess I'm halfway through 4.0. Yeah. Gosh, we're only boards in 6 parts. Materialized in me. Here there be Dana and today. We both have long roads ahead of us. Good luck to us both. I pity we do not have time to speak at length, but there is no rest for the righteous. Godspeed. So, what kind of place is the Aztec? Turhan, but with lizards. I should not be surprised that he sought refuge in the steppe. We were separated during a skirmish in the northern mountains. Okay, northern mountains, though. Oh, this isn't going to show it. I can't even get it here. It's on the other. I guess mountains here? But, like, there's a big map on the load screen and stuff. It shows everything. I tried to piece it all together. If all are ready, let us depart for reunion in the Azim steppe. Our route will be somewhat circuitous. Circuitous. It's Latin. Don't try me there. We will need to return to the Ruby Sea and head north along the coast, past Asari. Circuitous. I can say it in my brain. My face won't say circuitous. Roundy bit. It's like the word rural. I can't make my face do it. This flag is probably easiest. Okay. There's the door. Yeah, the Namazu aren't at the MSQ. They're all just side quests. I hope we can do game plus side quests at some point though, because I love fishies. I know actually one of my favorite places in Yaxia is, I'm just gonna go look at it because I like it. But don't even go there from the MSQ, it's Ninja Quest takes you here. I think some side quests do too. This corner here? Somewhere in here. Gosh, where is it? This is a little ruined plum orchard. Dream it? Is it not on the map? Maybe it's only in the Ninja Quest. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Oh, it's right here. It's this part here. Can you even get there? Yeah, okay. There we go. This part here. It's just nice. Puggy request. It's just little plum tree in the island. This little lake. Gosh, look how gorgeous this is. I'll continue MSQ in a moment. I imagine that there were more trees like this down here before somebody came along with nukes. Magitech nukes. It's not there. Okay, heading out to follow your theory to Asari. From here we will turn north until we arrive at a cave, through which we must pass in order to reach the Azim Steppe. Lisa and Gosetsu have already gone on ahead, and we should carry on as well. I did not hear what I just did to Gosetsu's name. I'm having a bad pronunciation day, apparently. There you are, this is the cave, after you. I like that you can't actually see into the other zone, but you make it look like you should be able to. There we go, he's in there. Donut and Stab. So, Northern Mountains? We're talking about, I guess. God, it's pixelated. I can't read yours even if it's not pixelated, though. Lisa's the sky.
見渡す限り広がる雄大な草原
You're so
遊牧
round.
の民がかけるアジムステップ未だ独自の神話が息づくその土地で私たちはドマ解放の要を探す吹き抜ける風に背中を押されて歩く新たな出会いとさらなる強さを求めて
Alright, let's go find us a crown prince. I happen to already know, with my sense of prognostication, exactly where he is. So can we just skip the fetch quest and just walk right up to him? Earth is vast and filled with many different peoples. I know next to nothing about the Zayla and their ways, but we shall learn together, shall we not? There, please. It's very flat, except for it's not, I suppose. I give you the Azim Steppe, Olivia, though I should say that this is but one small portion of it. Despite the close proximity, Domans rarely venture this far north. Most find these lands and their people strange and foreign. Fortunately, those who frequent Reunion are more welcoming than most. Come, it's not much further. You know, that's something that's always kind of bugged me about the Azim Steppe, is that it really is a tiny, tiny, small portion of what should be a huge, massive rolling grasslands, and you can see off to the side, like way over here, a huge, massive rolling grassland, and then it's blocked by mountains here, and then over there we've got desert, which could be a whole nother zone because it's the burn dungeon. It's just, it's not really fair to complain about it compared to other games, because it's just how this game works, where the play fields are just small, closed-off areas for the plot. But I come from Lotro, which has, I think Rohan is 5 zones. It takes you like 20 minutes to ride on a fast horse from one end of Rohan to the other, maybe more like 15. But this reminds me of like a corner of Lotro's version of Rohan. So I'm just like, there could be so much more. It's just, yeah, how the game design works. It's not really fair to compare it. I must confess, this is my first time on the staff. Is it just me, or is everyone here Zayla? Yeah, and everyone in Garabania is all Negan. So, deal. Welcome to Reunion, my friends. Here's where we will begin our search for Mojian. Here there be. The quest is called Here There Be Zayla, at least. What were you expecting? Lava Fells? When I last spoke with Lord Hien, he said he spent much time in these markets. I had hoped you might find him here today, but alas. Hey, Yugiri, I've been meaning to ask. There are an awful lot of Zayla here, aren't there? Oh, I assumed you knew. The Azim Steppe has been home to the nomadic tribes of the Zayla since antiquity. More than 50 roam these lands, and though they do not constitute a nation, there is a hierarchy of sorts determined through ritual combat. Funny, if they're so busy fighting each other, you'd think the Empire would be able to march in and take the steppe with ease. I wonder why they haven't. Why indeed, Liz, why indeed? Perhaps they see little value in it, especially given the fierce reputation of the Zayla warriors who would fight tooth and nail to oppose them. These lands were not made for men. The soil is thin and the weather unforgiving. The Zayla found ways to survive, it is true, but they are made of sterner stuff than most Imperials, conscript or citizen. Thanks for taking the time to explain. It sounds like I've got a lot to learn. Later, I mean. We were meant to be looking for him. That's a good way to info dump, though, is to have the Eorzean ask the Doman. People from many tribes gather in the Union to trade goods and information. I should be surprised if we cannot learn something of value here. Let us make our inquiries separately, Levion. Why don't you speak with some of the merchants here? Alright. Booze, fresh booze, your choice of lamb or zo. Guaranteed to satisfy. How many will you have, sir? A Doman? Unless Never Does care is keeping him in her hut, in her yurt. He's not here. Haha. More fool to her if she took a Doman for a husband. But enough about Domans. Let us speak of booths instead. You cannot come to the Azim Steppe and not sample this most traditional of delicacies. You know what? Olivion would just buy some street food. Why not? What fortune you have to come hither at this time. Freshly slaughtered, every cut available on request. Organs too, hearts, livers, brains, or a brace of blood sausages if you desire only snack. A Doman? Poor meat, they make Domans. I jest. I did see a young mole in the company of one 2 days ago. Hey, Baldur. Meow. Meow, did you wake up? Did you wake up? Speaking of Baldur, this NPC right here, that's an I, not an L, but it looks like an I, which means that his name looks like Baldur. Every single time I come through here, I'm like, my cat? Roasted fish with pumpkin, an exotic foreign delicacy cooked to perfection. Beloved of the steppe. Come. You seek Domans? Then you are come to the wrong place, my friend. Delicious as my foodstuffs are, they find little favor with those from the south. Now, if it were Goro you were looking for, on the other hand, then I might be able to help you. There's lots in my stall. Oh, well. I'm trying to... I can't steal if there's a pack. Isn't this the tribe that marries their horses? It's cat snuggling time. There is a baby cat. Are you showing on the stream, Baldur? I'm not sure. There is a cat. Cat. Look at my cat. Look at my cat. Something good. Something good. Such a good baby boy. Okay. Stay in my lap? Okay. I'm quite happy with this. I brought you a new brush, my beloved, so smooth and silky your mane shall be, the envy of every other man. God, you do marry those. Say again, you're seeking who? Ah, the Doman, I know of whom you speak. He comes and goes with the mole girl. Though I could not describe her, I only know that she is mole because I heard them talking in the past. Check and say, go call her for mole. Okay. So turn. I happen to know that. I did not think it would be so expensive. Yes, I am mole. My name is Serena. May I help you? Yeah. Yes, you may. The cursed tribe. Okay. Oh, I see. You're looking for Hien. In that case... How urgent this business must be to leave our conversation unfinished. The Kinside, will you buy it? There is but one bundle left. If not, then... I will, though I had not thought to pay so high a price. It is a bargain for which you should be grateful. If you lack the coin, then the fault is your own, and you will leave with nothing. Please, I must have the Kinside. The gods themselves requested it. You're bound to their will. Pay me the difference in Whisper Root. I will sell it to the next apothecary to pass through Reunion, and we will each feel fairly treated. But do not tarry. Do not tarry. Should another come before you, coin in hand, I will not refuse him. I understand. Thank you for this kindness. I'm sorry, but we must speak of Hien later. I cannot leave Reunion without that Kinside. Just can't go. Here, I'll top off your water bottle. Blocking the entire screen out. Come here. Cut. Okay. You want to help me? Is that it? Ah, cat tail. I don't know what to say. Thank you, Olivia, thank you. The lumbering ones we must fell wander the plains to the west of Reunion. If we each harvest 2, then we should have enough Whisper Root. Return here when you have finished. Good luck. Slave Doles? Doles? I don't know how we're meant to pronounce that in this one. Oh yeah, E, you don't like horses at all. I think horses are neat. I should probably get on my chocobo. Eat your egg. There's 2 hits each. How do you do 3 now? Welcome back, Olivian. Have you brought the Whisper Root? Yes, we have. Blessed is he who shows kindness to strangers, for with fortune does he ever ride. Will this quantity suffice? It shall. The Kinside is yours. The gods favored you more than you know, child. Udgon rarely have need of such herbs, and so my stock is limited. Had you come a day earlier or later, I would have none for you. Perhaps the gods guided me here, as they guided my grandmother, as they guided this man from the west. But, yep, it's highway.
おーい、何か手がかり見つかった？
おお、若のことを知る者を見つけたと。それはお手柄でござるな。
シリナ殿、ご協力に感謝する。ヒエン様の居場所をぜひ教えていただきたい。
いえ、そんな。私こそ買い物を手伝っていただいて。
forgot what Serena's voice was like. It was adorable.
ああ、てめえ後から来たくせに何様のつもりだ。
Dude, this anime hair.
ほほう、我らが何様かわからないと。この草原中の民がとっくに知っていると思っていたが。
侮辱かこら、侮辱だな。ていうかそういう話をしてんじゃねえ。オタクの族長と同じで頭が飛んで上がるのか。
Doing do dandy. Yeah?
ただの喧嘩にしては因縁が深いみたいだね。
Brushing? No, not right now. Maybe.
あの様子からすると、おそらくこのアジムステップ南東部の二大勢力オロニル族は現在のここ一帯の覇者。彼らは独自の神話を持っていて、自分たちを神の子孫と位置づけています。威厳に恥じない戦いぶりで、ここ最近は上将軍。そのせいか、その偉そうな人がちょっと多いです。
He prances a horsey. Horsey, horsey for you.
一方のドタール族も相当な強者の集まりです。とても勇猛に戦い、幾度も覇権を勝ち得てきましたが、仲裁が入ったみたいですね。今来たのはこの市場を主催するケスティル族の人。市場で喧嘩はご法度なので、騒ぐんだったら出入りを禁じるって言いたかったんだと思います。彼らは言葉こそ嘘の温床と考えるので、とても無口なんです。なるほど。いろんな主義主張の部族がこの草原で共存してるんだね。
この借りは合戦で返してやる。今回こそ首を洗って待ってれ。
こちらこそ嫌というほどお前らの首を勝って並べてやろう。その日を楽しみにしているぞ。
The Dotharl with their reincarnation bit. After you finish Shadowbringers and you know a little bit more cosmology, they're really onto something. I wonder how accurate they are too.
何やら物騒な話をしていたな。
私たちの戦いにも最低限の決まりはあるんです。その期間は上下関係を一旦白紙にし、自由に戦の準備を整えることができる。その最終日に終節の合戦と呼ばれる総力戦があり、そこで勝利した部族が次の戦の季節まで一帯の所有者となるのです。
Her skirt is clipping through her leggies. That's cursed.
この地方はちょうど今戦の季節の最中なんですよ。
ほう、そのような取り決めがあったとは私も初耳だ。
合戦には参加しない部族もあります。勢力を広げる気がない者や位置を持つケスティル族のように、私のモル族は弱小中の弱小。合戦には参加せず、草原の片隅でひっそり暮らすのが常だったのですが、そんなことよりヒエンさんの行方でしたよね。心当たりがありますのでお話しします。
If she knows where Lord Hien is, then what are we waiting for? Ask her. The people have spoken and Lord Hien will hear their words. He must. I'd like a good fight as much as anyone, but we should probably find Hien and head back to Doma as soon as we can. Long ago, my grandmother, having received a vision from the gods, bade me go forth into the southern mountains. It was there I found Hien near death for many months. How long ago was that? We don't think we ever get any timeline. I brought him to our village, and there we nursed him back to health. Afterwards, he chose to remain, that he might repay us for our kindness. Doman set much store by honor and shame, so at first I did not question him. Excuse me, if I could see your map for a moment. Here, he has grown fond of this place, and affords him a view of the markets in the steppe. I would accompany you, but I must return to our village to prepare my grandmother's meal. Thank you again for your assistance. Timeline, what timeline? Yeah. My long-awaited reunion is at hand. Come, my friends, let us go and greet our Lord and Master. Yay, boyfriend. Sounds Olivia. Hehe, I could fly and you can't. I remember my first time through here though. It showed me on his map, on the map where he was, and I was trying to figure out how to get to him because I thought he was like in the tent or something. And I figured out he was up here and I had to go all the way around and I was like, where is he? No, he's right there. Yay. He and his boyfriend with my cat boy, but not the Highlander.
ああ、間違いござらん。よくぞご無事で、ヒエン様。
そなたらのことだ。もう少し悩むかと思ったが、存外早かったな。
Can't see the subtitles on my glasses. Okay. There we go.
してどうする？この首と刀、どちらを求めに来た？
刀にございます。ヤンサの地にいる者もロマの民として志を貫き、今再び獅子奮陣の時。ヒエ
迷いもなく勝利を求めるか。そいつはこの首よりよほど得難いだろうに。だがよい。民がでかい夢も見られんようでは主君などいる意味もないからな。久しいな、豪雪、夕霧。それに
彼らはエオルゼアへと逃げ延びた民と私に生きる糧を与えてくれた方々。今は我ら反乱軍の協力者として共にドマ解放を目指して戦う仲間でもあります。西においては名実ともに知れた英雄で。
ああよい、皆まで言うな。夕霧たちへの恩情、まことかたじけない。それにここから見ていたがシリナを助けてくれたな。あれはわしの恩人だ。深くお礼申し上げる。
He just sat up there watching.
そなたらの人柄や強さはすでに察してあまりある。これから共に戦っていけることが楽しみでならん。よろしくな。で、戦況はどうだ？お？よし。ならば夕霧、そなたはヤンサの地に戻り、反乱軍の戦支度を整えてくれ。
とどまっている暁の客人もそなたがいれば動きやすかろう。
承知。しかしヒエン様は。
ああ、わしか。わしはここら一帯のアウラ族を従えてから戻ろう。時期合戦だ。長くは待たせん。
それはその終節の合戦にヒエン様も参加なさるという。
それ以外に取れたか。考えてもみろ。わしらは先の反乱で帝国軍に大敗した。今は相手の戦力も下がっていようが、こちらはさらにひどい。ならば戦力を増してから再戦に挑むが道理だろう。合戦に勝ち、この草原の勇士たちを陣営に加えるのだ。何よりその戦いを制することはモル族への恩返しになる。命を救われた恩、一宿一般の大恩を返さずされるものか。
なるほど、そう来られたか。夕霧、これも主命でござるぞ。安心せい。いざとなれば拙者が差し違えてでも連れ帰る。
しかし、いや、主命とあらば承知した。貴殿たちにも改めて助力を願いたい。
Please babysit them. Levian's like, yep, used to it.
頼まれちゃった。ヒエンってドマの新しいお殿様なんだよね。こんなはちゃめちゃでいいのかな。
さてな。事実、この世は未だ父のそれほどたくましくはなかろう。
So they keep referring to Kian, Kian's dad, as having been king. And they talk about Kian on set to become king. But no one actually refers to him directly as the king of Doma. After all this is over and he comes back and Aragorn's it all up. He should be the king after this, but he's still just Lord. And
夢はまだ遥か高み。わしらが遂げるは経典同地の大革命だ。
Yeah. I'm feeling inspired. There's a nice shot of this guy. Has he truly recovered from his wounds? I wonder. I believe a match may be in order. He's a lot more straightforward than I expected. He's certainly not short on confidence. And maybe that's the kind of leader Doma needs when if they're going to beat these odds. And hey, we've come this far, haven't we? Who's to say we can't go even farther? Levian Scottison, was it? Once again, allow me to thank you for your many deeds in service to Doma. For 25 years did my father rule in name only. My rule, if one would deign to call it that, has been naught in comparison. That changes now. We have a purpose and a plan, and after we take to the battlefield together, we have victory as well. But you are a practical man, I can tell. Disinclined to trust in words when actions speak truer. I can relate. Like, you literally just met me, Ian, and you happen to be right about this one of my characters, but not necessarily that. So, you two have heard of the Nada. Great battle for supremacy of the steppe. I learned of it during my stay with the Mole. To my knowledge, no foreigners have ever participated, much less triumphed in Nada. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But lack of precedent notwithstanding, I should think we would have good standing to bid them march with us to Doma should we win. Will they even permit us to fight, my lord? We belong to no tribe of the steppe. We are not without options, given what Serena has told me. You see, in accordance with the god's wishes, her people shall participate in the coming Nadam. And when they take the field, I mean for us to fight alongside them as fellow warriors of the Mole. But we need not discuss this at length here. Come, let us head north to Mole Illo, where Serena and her people have made camp for this season. Okay, it's just a tiny corner, and you can see the desert right there. And then over here, okay, it rolls off into the horizon. And I just want to get on my mountain and go. Just want to run across the steppe. Put that river course. I guess because the steps specifically, you can see so much more of it, and you can get a feel for how big it actually is. I feel the trapped inness more. Yeah, baby boy. Okay, I got more shot because I was looking at the sky. Sun. Beasts are never far. I saw more than a few stalking us as we walked. Truly, these lands are fraught with peril. Trina came all this way by herself? She's braver than she looks. I guess more Syrian in English. Syrian maybe? Osprey wants to journey on the far edges of the world. Yep. My friends, I give you Mol Elo, the cartoon of the tribe. Tamerlane lives in the largest yurt. We should go and make our introductions. Egg is very practical there. Bojan burning. Egg has tiny, tiny wings. Look at the little tiny wings. I'm told you have a knack for making excellent first impressions, Liviana. Why don't you lead the way? For all the grand promises my Lord Kian has made, it would not do for us to falter now. We must earn Mol's blessing. It's smaller and more cozy than Reunion. Is that music I hear? It's strange, but somehow comforting. Actually, you have to turn on the sound effects really high to hear it. But this lady over here playing the harp thing. There we go. Let's get really close. Yeah, I wish it made that louder because it's the same channel as footsteps and things, which is a bit much. So there's no way you can hear it. Usual second. That was a little more. I was thinking like 15. Because otherwise, like, the doors are thunderously loud. So. Like, you're thunderously loud. Yeah. Oh, it's you. Where are your comrades? Did you find Kian? Okay. Okay, I'm actually going to take an AFK real quick because the cat says it's cat lunch time. So, I'll be back in a moment. gave him cat food. He licked it and then stood on the coffee table to meow. Let's stack of books. See if the cats to sit on. What do you think? Baby cat. Ow. Feet stuck in. There. There's a cat. Ah, claw in my shirt. Oh, okay. Meow. Cats on the bed. It's raining outside, you guys. I have a video game. I have a cat. I have a bowl of raspberries. I have hair. Being frizzy. Who cares? Okay. Video game times. She says, at last the traveler comes.
テブルンバー、シリナ、ただいま戻ったぞ。
皆さんちゃんと会えたんですね。よかった。
Kid's tone of the voice there was pretty much, Hi Mom, I'm home.
おかえりなさい、キエン。それにドマのお仲間と西から来た解放者のお二人も。
私たちのこと知ってるの？
ええ、神々がささやいていたわ。あなたたちはみんなとても明るい星だから。
私たちモル族は神様からの言葉、信託を受けて日々を暮らしています。祖母はその信託を受けるシャーマンなんです。
バーよ、モル族の族長としてのそなたに相談がある。わしは故郷の解放にこの草原中の猛者を借りることにした。それをなすべく終節の合戦に参加したい。わしらをモル族の当主として改めて迎えてはくれんか。
ダメです、ヒエンさん。確かに今回は信託によってうちの一族も合戦に参加することになっています。
She calls him San. Everyone else calls him Sama.
でもまず勝ちなんて見込めない弱小の部族です。皆さんの活動のお役には立てません。
なーに、弱小なのは今の戦力で見た場合だろ。わしらを加えればきっとひっくり返せるぞ。どのみち優勢な部族に加わって勝ったところでわしらの功績になんぞなるものか。それではドマへの出兵など到底容認されんだろうよ。
そうね。もしかしたら私たちに戦いの信託が下りたのもこの宿命を予期してのことだったのかもしれないわ。皆さん、モル族の族長として協力をお願いします。どうか終節の合戦を私たちと共に戦ってください。
Perfect raspberry. Look at this.
シリナ、皆さんのことをお願いしてもいいかしら。
それではひとまずこちらへ仲間としていろいろとご案内しますね。
ああ、あなた少しだけ待ってちょうだい。あなたはひときわまばゆい輝きを宿しているのね。まるで私たちを作りたもうた夜の神を飾る最も明るき星のよう。あなたに応え星々は瞬く。集いし光はいずれ神々の姫事さえも暴くでしょう。
So we know that Azum's Step was written by the same lady who wrote Shadowbringers. And I gotta wonder how much of Shadowbringers she had planned out with this line here, and with the other stuff with that. Just in general, I think, at least broad strokes, they had a lot of Shadowbringers figured out.
彼らもまたあなたと輝きを分かち合うものあるいは光を託して消えゆく星の一つきっとあなたがそこへ至る力になってくれる
Because this here is like... That could have been straight out of Shadowbringers. That's basically the theme there. And her thing about the stars was almost literal? Olivia just kind of squints.
出会いを大切にということよあなたは旅人なのだから
Do you need help making a nest? You kind of kicked your blanket out of your nest. Here. There you go. There you go, cat. Comfy cat. Cozy cat. There you go. It's cat looking at time. Cat. Okay. Don't actually care that much. Okay. Speaking of fury. I guess we'll have to beat some strong opponents and win us down. Now that's good, isn't it? I mean, if they were easy to beat, they wouldn't be worth taking back to Doma, would they? How confident and bold in speech he has grown. More and more, he reminds me of his father in his youth. Although I have spent much time with the mole, I have yet to fully grasp the nature of the Udgan and their insights. That they value the chance encounter and the potential fortune it brings, however, is plain. Let us try not to disappoint them. I have one of my alts. I haven't played very much, but I love my idea for him. He's the mole bull. He's a mole guy who just woke up one day and his gods were like, "You're gonna go to Eorzea and you're gonna join the Scions. You're gonna save the world." He's like, "Okay." And just every morning he wakes up and his gods tell him what to do, and it's the MSQ, and he just follows along exactly as written. I feel like there's a lot of fun I could have once I actually start playing him. If I actually start playing him, a lot of fun I could have just railroading him through the plot, but just giving him this really strong focus on the old gods of the steppe and not actually Heidelin or any of the actual MSQ that he's actually doing, and just do the whole plot, no question, for completely different reasons. I should actually play him because that's a fun character. Some certain Stormblood things could be really interesting on him, or Shadowbringers could be really interesting on him. Anyway. Thank you all for coming and for offering to fight with us in our down. Though I still fear our chances. Though I still fear our chances grim, I am grateful for your assistance. To be recognized as warriors of the mole, there is a trial you must overcome. But before we speak of such things, there is another more pressing matter. Gravity of the path you walk. My friends, I must warn you, the path upon which you embark is fraught with peril. You will journey into the far reaches of the steppe to confront a terrible foe, as did the warrior Bardam in the days of yore. 3 days he battled with the demon ere he returned to his people. So it is written, so it must be. Many who follow in his footsteps perish, lacking in strength of body and mind. Therefore, dungeon time. We must treat you to a great feast. No, not another feast. Have I said something strange? The hungry fox starves staring at the bull's testicles. Therefore, warriors should be well fed on the eve of battle. Shirina, no! You made me read that out loud in my face words. She does have a point. We have been keeping busy in my absence. A brief repast may be in order, lest we collapse of fatigue and malnourishment in the midst of our trial. Yes, just so. However, it will take time to prepare. Is there anything we can do to help? It might also give us a chance to learn more about your people and their ways. Well, if you insist, I'm sure that the others would be glad of your assistance. She says Feast, and the Warrior of Light just says flashbacks to the Titan unlock. Which I just did the other day on and all. Would you go and speak of Dorby, please? I love my cat, but fur. As for you three, you can help me with another task. For today's feast, the gods decreed that we lure Gulo Gulo to slaughter with entrails. Perhaps you could be the ones to do this. That your people look to the gods for guidance, I understand, but in your daily meals, I say your grandmother must be quite busy. Some days more than others. Every night we come together around the cook fire. Even babes must earn their keep on the step. Give over the entrails, Shirina, we'll bring you a bounty of meat. Entrails! Entrails! It's a fun word, guys. When I did this on my samurai alt, on whom samurai is canon, her with Gosetsu and Heian, it's fun, it's a samurai party. Entrails, entrails. Shall the Gulo Gulo be so easily lured to the slaughter, I wonder. A word of advice. Our quarry is wont to avoid the Zayla and their settlements, but is fond of flowing waters. A thought occurs to me. How about we make a game of it, Olivia? I have 6 bags of entrails with which we may lure a Gulo Gulo. 3 for you and 3 for me. Whoever returns with the greater portion shall be declared the winner. What say you? Sounds fun. Then it is settled. Gosetsu will stand as witness. Let the game begin. I mentioned in my last stream stuff about them varying up the gameplay a little bit in Stormblood. And I guess this is another good example of it, because instead of just go kill 3 things, it still is just kill 3 things, but it tells you how likely it's going to be. There's some variation to it for my interest. So nice. Both present wagon tracks are unmistakable. Sack of entrails. Few Gulo Gulo can resist the lure of delicious, tasty entrails. So my chat covers the tooltip. And my chat. There we go. At least I have my chat. Last time I didn't. How many entrails are we gonna have? Gulo Gulos. Look how big this is. Look how big that is. The step. Just it keeps going. It just stretches on as far as you can see it. And I just want to get on a horse and go. Which you can do in low term. It has to have a different style of storytelling, a different kind of landscape gameplay to support that kind of huge, vast area that I'm so fond of. So it's silly to complain about it not being there, but is a thing that I really like. Used all your bait? You said you used all your bait. In that case, let's see the fruits of your labor. Oh, it seemed that at the very least you were the faster hunter. Yeah, I outlevel you here. It's no big deal. The speed is not everything. For my part, I slew 6 Gula Gula. I think I got 6, so I wasn't counting. Aye, that you have, my lord. As for Olivia, this day you are twice the hunter as he, for our friend delivered unto me but 3 portions, half yourself, my lord. What? 3? Okay. I guess they didn't all drop meat. Oh well. Oh, and there you have it. I shall try not to let it go to my head. I know better than to expect the hawk to show his talons on a whim. Nay, when the time comes, I expect you will prove yourself more than my match. Oh, they didn't all drop meat, that's why. And with that, our game is concluded. Let us return to Mo'illo forthwith. And let us have Olivion present our meat to Shriner. Hi, Balder. It's raining. Are you going to look at the rain? It's raining, which means no more neighbors' lawnmowers. Mayhap you're unfamiliar with traditional Zayla cuisine. Let not its appearance deceive you. It is quite hearty and nourishing. Were it not so, I doubt they could have nursed me back to health. Haha. You should have seen the state I was in. How long ago was it? Months? A year? Several years? How long ago? Give me a timeline now. There might be hints. Actually, I should come over his Boja field notes. There might be hints. I don't think there were, though. She should be impressed when she sees the quantity we have brought. Or your tail is literally on the mouse. Such generosity and kindness they have shown not only my lord, but us all. Victory in the Nadam would be a fitting repayment. Your return, Delivion. How is your hunt? Sack of gold. A few things should impress Shrina more than a sack of blood-soaked meat taken from freshly slaughtered gold. My word, this is impressive. Or were you so hungry that you felt the need to kill so many? Well, I shall endeavor not to disappoint you with my cooking. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with Gosetsu at greater length and learn more of our countrymen's plight. It's just the same thing. It will be a little while before the meal is ready. If you and Lise wish to fill the time, perhaps you could assist Dorbag. He has many responsibilities and would welcome your help. Nor would you regret making his acquaintance, for he is liked and respected by all. You may find him by the other yurt, taking stock of our supplies. You can't even hear this with how low I have it. But then you turn it way up and you can't hear it over the chocobo footsteps, so yeah, they should just make it louder. Ah, one of the newcomers. Welcome, I spoke with Lise. I begged her help the children gather fuel for the cook fires. I trust it will be a good experience for all. Oh, this is the poop quest. I don't want to do the poop quest. For you too, perhaps. Seek them in the south across the bridge. In the American tradition, we call them buffalo chips. The poop quest. Oh, Olivion, are you here to help too? Great, so I suppose Dorbai told you the children and I are gathering fuel for the fires, did he? It'll need to be dried before they can burn it, of course. You do understand what we're here for, right? Only some people can be a bit squeamish about this sort of stuff. Then again, you've never minded getting your hands dirty, have you? Anyway, we're trying to get 4 piles each. Good luck, and keep an eye on the children while you're at it, eh? I don't want to do the poop quest. Auburn Tuft. Gather dung. We've set fire to this. Yes. Child. Traveler, I will not lose you. I will not lose to you. I shall find 3 times as much dung as you, at least. Okay, that's nice. You do that, kid. Wizard boy, what's he say? How do you do? He's quite wizard. Look at the little tiny tails. I can't really tell the little poor lighting. His tail is so tiny. He's a little tiny kiddo. Baby. Zayla, or not just Zayla, but Elra boys must have a massive growth spurt at some point in their teens, because the kiddos that we see are almost as tall as the grown women, and then the grown men are like 8 feet tall, so they, yeah. Growth spurt. One more poop. There's a poop. Shining poop in the distance. Two more kiddos. Little emo girl. I cannot seem to find any dung here. Maybe somewhere else. Yeah, she's like the exact same height as the little boy. This one looks like she might be shorter, but we can't tell because she's not standing up. Up there. Yeah, she's a little shorter, maybe. Oh, that's the same model as the kittens. Oh, you're Lisa's friend. Are you here to help us too? Yeah, it looks like... I can't tell. I think the girls are the same model as the kittens, and the boys might be the same model as the Midlanders. But they're about the same height, and at some point those boys are going to end up 8 feet tall, and the girls are going to grow like 5 more inches, so... Fantasy race biology. Oh, found your share yet? Yes, I found some poop. Have some poop. Good work. I hope you took the time to talk to the children while you were at it. They didn't have much to say. Lise, look how much dung we have. Wow, I'm impressed. I thought we'd gathered a lot, but it looks like we'll have to admit defeat. Dorbe will be happy we found enough. Not just Dorbe. Now we can continue making cheese. Not that I was worried. It was easier when we were living near that forest, but dung works just as well as wood. I heard the mole move from place to place. The gods tell you where to go. That must be hard on you all. Not are used to it. Hard? I don't understand. Why is it hard? It's better for the animals to move, to have more food to eat and land to roam. To stay in one place is harder, no? From the heavens comes the rain which nourishes the soil. From the soil comes the grass which nourishes the beast. From the beast comes the flesh which nourishes the Dela. Ours is the soil of one and all. Just kids gotta figure it out. But you Westerners are like Domans. You live in the same place, in villages. Now, all the villages in one place are part of a nation, yes? Ian talks about nations sometimes. When he was injured, he spoke of Doma in his sleep, but I didn't understand his words. Whenever I asked him about Doma, he just smiles and looks to the south. It reminds me of my mother when she waits for my father to return from a long journey. But Ian will not wait any longer, will he? Because you came for him, to take him back, because his nation is more important. I'm not sure how to answer this. A nation is a place, I suppose. A place and the people in it, and maybe the things, too. But it's more than that. It's the history, the traditions, the words, the stories we tell ourselves and our children. Everything that came before and everything that comes after. The place we were born is part of who we are. We carry it with us no matter where we go. Whoever, whatever we become, that part remains, that link to our fathers and their fathers before them. It's not important to everyone, I suppose, and that's fine. It's important to Ian and to me. It's not a bad explanation. Some call the mole fools for listening to elder gods, but it's our way, our pride, our nation. Something like that. It's something precious that you and others share and that no one can ever take away from you. But we can talk more about it later. It's time to go home. Dorbai is waiting. I'll stay with the children. Why not go and let Shirina know how we got on? sky. I'm gonna crash my griffin. Griffins shouldn't crash. They have eyes. They can see that I'm leading them to rocks. Be like, no. Level 3 Puggy. I'll say okay. Welcome back to Lithion. Did you speak with Dorbai? I got sent on a fetch quest by Dorbai. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I'm pronouncing everything wrong. Well then, forgive me if I ask you to wash your hands. I shall pour you a cup of milk tea in the meantime. The meal is almost ready, so we should summon Hianengo Setsu. Yeah, it's much easier than other feast fetch quest shenanigans. Feast, though. So, absolutely perfect raspberries. Seriously, look at these things. Like, and it's like an image of a raspberry. This is a platonic. I mean, okay, it has a little bit of bruising, but it's still the platonic ideal of a raspberry.
お疲れだったんですね。無理もありません。とっても遠くから大事な使命を背負っていらしたんですから。ヒエンさんと豪雪さんももう少しゆっくり休んでいればいいのに。
Sharina is like the epitome of adorable. I love that kid.
Hmm. あの時の傷はすっかり癒えているようでござるな。
なに、お互い様だろ。あの時、皇太子の一団に遅れをとって父を亡くし、敗走を重ねながらわしらは戦った。最後ときたら無様なものよ。わしもそなたも手を伸ばすことすら当たわずに山中を転げ落ちた。
それが互いにこうして生きていようとは、今さら何の手土産もなしに先に行ったものを追えませんな。
ああ、まったくだ。はっ。
Friendship. Last raspberry, guys. Hold on.
腕も鈍ってはござらんな。むしろお強くなられたか。
なに、勝ち星の数ではまだまだそなたに及ばんさ。小さい頃から散々任されてきたからな。
本当によくぞよくぞ生きておられた。
めでたくも拾った命だ。国と民のために費やしたかった。この首一つ差し出して民が恩赦を得られるならば、惜しむ気などあるものか。それでも民は立ち上がり、戦うための刀を欲した。さればわしは刃が欠けて砕けるまで。しかしそなたがわしの心配か。よせやい。そなたに稽古でつけられたキスと単行部の方が。
I love these two together.
懐かしいでござるな。稽古で負けては泣き、母の皆様に慰められては泣き、しまいには泣きながらでたらめに木刀を振り回していた坊主。あの春坊が立派になられたものだ。
黙れ。陽明で読むなと言ってるだろうに。まったく、そなたの前とあらば余計に締まりが悪い。
格好など土間に戻れば嫌というほどつけさせられましょう。今は振幅が知れるくらいがちょうどいい。
The dynamic between he and Nikosetsu is like my favorite. Shun, was it? It's like, I don't know your traditions, and I'm just going to tease you.
だからそれはよせと。親からもらった大事な名だが、いつまでも同時扱いはさせん。よし、かくなる上はわしと勝負だ。一本取ったらそなたの秘蔵の過去も聞かせてもらうぞ。
Wrong button. Shut this. Praying for the screen. Is food to your liking? Good, good. Yawn, that was just what I needed. Oh no, I'm yawning too now. Lisa, this is your fault. A new beginning lies beyond the horizon. We have but to seize it with our own two hands. Well, my friends, I for one am full of vim and vigor. I trust you feel the same. And what better time than now to undertake our trial and become full-fledged warriors of the mole? He's ready to become a warrior this day. Yay. Now then, Sharina, if you would tell us the trial we must undertake, we might participate in the Nadam. Ah yes, as I mentioned before, to be recognized as warriors of the steppe, one must follow in the footsteps of the legendary warrior Barda. He embarked on a great pilgrimage, eschewing cart and horse, and walked for many moons until he came to a holy place, thereafter named Bardam's Meadow. There, at the altar, as he did, he must pray. The altar lies deep within the breeding grounds of the Yol. To complete your trial, you must tame one. Only then will your trial be complete. Fair enough, and where is the entrance to Bardam's Meadow? That way it is. You must journey far, far to the west, beyond Shaka Zo, where lie the bones of the great and wise one. Beyond the ruins of Kale Ang, hidden within the mountains, is a narrow pass. Follow it, and you will come to Bardam's Meadow. Far, far to the west. It's like a few steps. Sounds to me like it'll be trial just getting to the trial. More than you may know, on the eve of the Nadam, many strive to improve their fortune, some by abducting and enslaving the warriors of other tribes. Be ever mindful of your surroundings, lest you be taken as well. Lovely. Face. How grim expressions you wear while nodding so powerfully. Warriors such as you are not like to fall en route to a mere rite of passage. We shall proceed with all due caution, yes, but let us not worry overmuch. We'll overcome this trial and the next until we stand triumphant. That's all there is to it, no? It's like, yeah, sometimes it just lasts 20 years and costs you half your face. With me, my friends, to the west, to Bardam's Meadow. He is just so youthful and exuberant. He makes actually a great contrast with Olivion because he's full of exuberance. Wait, Hien! Oh dear, I knew I would forget. Here, take these whistles. Once tamed, your Yol will hearken to their call. Thanks, we'll try them out once you finish the trial. Let's catch up to Hien and Gosetsu. Raspberry seed like it's wonderful. We still have a long way to go, but I think I can see that monument Kirina talked about. I don't see Hien or Gosetsu though, we should hurry. And we do get jumped by a bunch of magnet dudes. But now the contrast between Olivion and Hien is good stuff. Olivion's kind of not necessarily outgrown that exuberance because it's not simply his own age, but 20 years of Alamagan resistance kind of beat it out of him. He felt that. The way Hien is all go get him. Olivion felt like that at the beginning of the resistance when he thought that it would take a couple of years maybe to kick the Garleans out. Hey, I don't know about you, but I can't shake the feeling there's someone watching us. Sharina did warn us about tribes that kidnap warriors and make them fight for them. Something tells me we're about to meet them. Yep, gotta meet something. I did not complete the fate, I just happened to be passing when someone else did. Was that the... is that an A rank? I think it's the A rank. Hang on. That is... yes, A rank. Flag, really, the A rank. Seems kind of defined. Is that the best you can do? Come, villains, come at me! They're wearing yellow. I've seen their clothes somewhere before. That one's wearing not much. Ah, there you are. As you can see, they left us little choice. I gather you were forced to dispatch a few yourself. So it goes. A few less warriors to face than Adam, eh? Kale Ain is not much farther. That said, I should be surprised if our would-be masters do not try to subdue us one final time. that it? Is that all you got? Good stuff. Architectural nonsense. It's just a animated slab. This is it, the real trial. Tread softly, for we are on hallowed ground, and the kami are restless. Right, this must be the pass that leads to Bardom's Meadow. They say no foreigners have ever overcome this trial, but, well, there's a first time for everything now. The trial before the trials, that was called. First step is pardon the brave. Nothing left but to begin, eh? To complete the trial, we must each pass through Bardom's Meadow and tame a Yule. How precisely we are to do this, I am not sure, but since countless warriors before us have succeeded, I imagine we'll muddle through somehow. But enough talk, we have a Madam to wait. I'm gonna try heals. What's the heal glamour? Yeah, good enough. I think it's 5 minutes. I don't really feel like tanking up. I'm gonna check that. 6 minutes. 9 minutes. Yep, I guess I'm healing it. Okay. What do we do for 5 minutes while we wait for... I don't want to wait. I want an insta pop me out. Oh, okay. That was not 5 minutes. Jeez, alright, is on level. Oh, we're pulling big, okay. What you doing? She pulled big and then panic cleansed herself. How would your health mean I have more health? Ow, what? No, I was out on that. Oh, so you're mad at it, guys. Should finish it now. Because I have to. I'm a good healer. My day is ruined. Without sending any chats. Maybe my day. Yeah, I think they're fine without me. It was just a tank. She knows what she's doing. Yay! Go tank. This one at least. I'll watch one answer. Sleep and turn away. GC marks and tempted to spend my release during downtime. Don't get the abilities pretty much. Six, 74, yeah, much. It's easy to pull off. Whoa! She just DC'd. Ow! I'm gonna tank me out! Is her health though? No, nothing. I was like, oh no, I failed her, but no. She just starts this. Just give her a second. Oh, yeah, she's back again. she just appeared in the middle of a bunch of ads, and we weren't there for it. Ah, the benediction! Ow! Yay! Okay, we're good. Islanders and 2 lizards. This bow looks really good. Hello, bird. Lovely bird. I'm gonna fight you, bird. Yeah, I love the music. Yep. Good try. He's good. just gonna compensate. Yay, sunlight. Here, birdie, birdie. I should have known you'd be the first to make it through. It's like, don't think me, think the black mage. I'm assuming you had no trouble? Good, good. I managed somehow, as you may have guessed. I had some trouble, but I'm not gonna tell you about it, at least. I let myself die. Looks like Hien and Gosetsu are still in there, though. Nothing for it but to wait. This would have been a great place to have trust dungeons. Switch back into ninja. This outfit is semi-canon, like it is exactly the sort of thing he would wear, but it isn't actually canon in the setting. It's an AU canon outfit. Alright, I've still got those whistles shooting today. Here's yours. I suppose we ought to give them a try, like she said. Bird, 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 bird. I rarely ride this thing because wings are just so massive. It's a good bird. A cannon bird. There, look. I think that means we've won them over. That one is yours, right? The other one is mine. Aww. So that's that then. We're officially warriors of the steppe. Just quest complete like the face. Plasters. Niece would like very much to know what Hien and Gosetsu are all about. You don't think they... No, of course not. Hien and Gosetsu will come out any minute now. They're both DPS though, so they're in there with a tank and a healer puggy, and who knows what's going on. They probably just had to wait in the queue too. I suppose we could chat a little while we wait. Oh, so the other day I said to Alice, I said... I want to hear the anecdote! Give me the anecdote.
おかえりなさい。二人も無事に。
おう、あの巨像には驚かされたかな。まことアジムステップの神秘よ。
うん、お主らも案じるまでもなかったか。これで全員合戦への参加資格を得たわけでござるな。
Nice thugs. They are good. It's a lot of thugs.
バルダム波動を抜けし、新たな戦士たちよ。我が族長の命につき、お前たちをもらい受ける。
この衣装、確かオロニル族の人だよね。どうする？
うん、見るからに増票だ。ものの数ではないが。
Let's get kidnapped.
何よりいずれは仲間に加える連中だしな。そんなわけで少々寄り道をしても構わんか。
Why not? If you insist. Okay, Hien, let's go get kidnapped. If you insist.
あんまりシリナを心配させちゃダメだからね。いざとなったら無理を通してでも帰るよ。
その召喚に応じるといたそう。どこへなり連れて行け。
Yeah, I was gonna say, Elevion probably reminds Lise of her older sister with the whole big tough Alamegan thing. Could probably get some good mileage out of that. Hadn't actually crossed my mind before, but should give it a think and get some good mileage out of it.
2つの旗、オロニル族だけじゃないってこと？
Gosh, Kian looks so tiny. Between the Aron, the Krogan, and the Highlanders. Tiny Midlander.
偉大なる長兄マグナイ様、かの者らを連れてまいりました。
お前たちはバルダム波動の試練を超えた。
おう、モル族の一員としてな。そなたが族長とお見受けするが、なぜわしらをさらわせた？
否定する。ヨハイラ・オロニル族は太陽神アジムの子。神のことは契約ごときでなれるものではない。はじめ、ヨハイの庭に侵入者ありと聞き、ただの旅人であればハゲと命じた。しかしバルダム波動を超えゼラの戦士となったのであれば話は違う。神に献身し愛を受ける権利があるだろう。許す。神の子たるヨハイに存分に捧げよ。それが満足のいくものであれば、ヨハイから与える愛についてお前たちの望みを聞かないでもない。
Dumb kid in his god complex.
働けってことだよね。ずいぶん下に見てくれたようだけどさ。ちなみに真面目に従わなかったら？
Feel like it.
ろくに献身できなければ、それは父たる太陽神の意向を軽んじているのと同じ。大罪人として裁くべきだが、一度は慈悲をかけよう。一生涯ヨハイの兄弟らに隷属し、心身の一片も余すことなく神の意向を知ることを許す。我ながら少々甘すぎか。ヨハイラと同盟を組むブドゥナ族もお前たちが欲しいそうだ。ただし男でだけな。ブドゥガ族は男のみで構成される一族。ボラーク族の真逆と言ってもわからないか。とも
なるほど、愛わかった。しかしまだまだ新参者のわしらにはどのような働きを献上すべきか見当がつかんな。
He's good at this.
ヨハイを口先で転がさんとするその物言い。
Maybe not as good as you think.
ヨハイから望みを聞けば難題であれ必ず献上せねばなるまい。その覚悟があるなら 改めて問うことを許そう。
Pretentious and premium he may be, but no doubt he is. But doubt not that he is a warrior. You saw that axe by his throne and the rage in his eyes. It isn't rage, just the limbic brains. It's not rage, it's just light. Favor, tribute, how easily the language of tyrants tumbles from this common's lips. I know, I probably should have left the talking to everyone else. Medical. Yes, this one is special. Medical, that's gay. So, you were the first to step forward. Bold or reckless? I see why Daedalus favors you. And the Am approaches, and the Oranir will reign supreme once more, such is the will of Father Azim. Yet only fools think to triumph by the grace of the gods alone, and we are not fools. Your task will be to aid us in our preparations. Batu will tell you the rest. Just fold my arms at him. Warriors of the Steppe, by the grace of our most radiant brother, you will not die this day, but instead be granted an opportunity to contribute to our cause. Rejoice, for this is a great honor indeed. Serve well, and you will be rewarded. Question: you keep calling Magni your most radiant brother. You're not related or something, are you? All Oranir are descendants of Father Azim, but if you mean to ask if our mothers are one and the same, then no. The most radiant is the elder brother to the younger, the strongest and most deserving of respect. No more interruptions, your duties are as follows. You, the Red Woman, you will milk our beasts. To grow strong, one must be well fed, and we have great need of kumis and cheese. Milk of the sheep. Is that it? I mean, I'm not happy about all this, but I suppose I can go along. You, the one who lumbers as a mountain. An old warrior, I see. We have arms and armor in need of repair. Go and speak with our members. I have no talent for delicate work, but if that is your wish, then so be it. You, the insolent fool. As for you... This one carries the fire. The Baduga would take his measure. Seek my comrades outside tending to the stores. He will give you your task. You will know him by his cloth. Unlike they of the yellow, we are of the green. And what little he's wearing is green. I, for one, would welcome the opportunity to learn more of the Baguda and their ways. It would be an honor. Baguda. We shall speak of your task outside, with me. Sorry. Your name, foreigner? Good luck pronouncing it. It's super foreign. Okay. Olivia, then, if you are to dive into Azim Kat below the Dawn Throne and gather swordgrass from the lake bed. It is an invaluable ingredient in many medicines. 8 bundles you will bring. You'll need to dive deep to obtain that which you seek. That shall pose no trouble for a true warrior, no? Some say the dominion of the Dawnfather and Duskmother does not extend beneath the water. But ours does, indeed. The Oranir fear not above nor below. Speak of the guard to descend. Shall I speak again or you can finish? I can just fly, I think. No, it does speak to the guard. Lisa, if you're looking at sheep. I don't see her. I think at some point she was on the map looking at sheep. Yes, yes, I know who I wish to go to the... Not quite yet, I got another train. Okay, now I can go to that. Tame swordgrass. Babysit time. I remember getting really lost here actually, like the one or two that I tried. I overshot it. Griffin can swim. Sorry, not sorry. Where is this stupid grass? Yeah, grass, grass, grass. I don't want to go out with the water by myself. Okay. So I swam right past it. Yup. Get 8 of these. Okay, there's another. It's just so tiny. That's how big these stupid plants are. Like, this would be like an aquarium plant. I'm little goldfish, though. Like, that leaf is as big as a Highlander. Ah, the leaf is cutting off my head. Look at that. It's like perfectly lined up. Carry on. Plant, plant, plant. 5 more stupid plants. I do remember some were kind of high up. It's been years. Plant, plant, plant. I see plant. 2 plants, okay. Three plants? Alright, we're just on the other side. Two more plant. Now there's a treasure map location right. I think it's right here. There's a treasure map location. Maybe it's the other end of this, but it's on this thing. Oh, that is. I don't know what the plants are. There we go. Plant, plant, plant. Here, plant, plant, plant. Come, pop up. Ha! Gotcha. One of the kidnapped warriors to send down here to pick plants. It's because it's so annoying. Close back on. Plant is dead. He returns and with sword grass in hand. Just stupid plan. That you would immerse yourselves in the depths is a testament to your bravery. Well done. Lest you wonder, we will use this to prepare potions to induce paralysis. In the Nadam, we must use every means at our disposal to delay our foes. You said medicines. Okay. Still paralysis pots. I'm just assuming that. He who inscribes his deeds upon the sacred ground shall be declared the victor. However, none may know this place until the Garl have scattered the soil. It matters not. We shall be as swift as stallions and fierce as barrows. The steppe will be ours once more. The tribute is accepted. We will return to the most radiant, and we may beg a boon. You're down the planet. Ah, there you are. There's a glitch return. Am I to understand you have completed your tasks? I know not what yours was, but mine was surprisingly simple. It bade me carry various goods and sundries from storehouse to storehouse. Alas, it was difficult to learn much while the Dugas swarming around me. Hey, they have good taste, what can I say? You dove deep into the waters to harvest swordgrass? I see, that as well. Most radiant Brother Magni, we have given you tribute as demanded. Were we to beg leave to depart with our comrades, would you consent? Can we be unkidnapped now? We never intended to press you into our service, as tribute offered in good faith cannot be denied. To grant you not in return would be an affront to Father Azim. However, the boon must be proportional to the supplications. What you ask far exceeds what you have what you have earned. We're only asking to leave. Then, if you must remain here, would you at least permit us to learn more of your people and your ways? Temple Khatan taught me but a fraction, you see? How this world born of the gods was to be their battlefield, their creations to fight in their stead. How Azim, father of the dawn, who birthed the sun, and Nama, mother of the dusk, she who birthed the moon, made the Ara. Yet though these children warred for a time, eventually they laid down their arms and came to love one another, and so the gods bequeathed this world to their children, and ascended it to the heavens whence they came. Those born of the Dawn Father were called the Rain, and those born of the Dusk Mother were called the Zayla, and so it was ever after. But I say to you, Brother Magni, how can this be? How can Orinir be the children of Azim if they are Zayla born of Nama? Well, you amuse me, Doman, how you wield your ignorance as a weapon. Very well, I bid you speak with our elders and learn the truth of this world. Mood, man. Did you not desire truth? Go forth and find it. If you insist. Are you certain that you are dry? Flesh and clothing both? Go and stand by a cook fire outside if any water remains. Bro, I changed my clothes. Keen would know more of their captives and their ways. I know what you're thinking, and yes, I could probably have convinced him to let us go if I'd handled that differently, but then we would have learned not for our troubles. If there's one thing I know, it's that men of faith yearn to share it with others. And in learning more of their beliefs, we may learn more of other things, things which may prove useful one day. When I was carrying out my tasks, I met an elder, a storyteller, named Udutai. Perhaps he can be our teacher. For nomadic people, this daunting is ridiculously well fortified. We're supposed to take turns with it, but Magna is kind of a... Okay, spoilers. Magna refuses to get out of the fancy chair. G-Post is here kind of lost my Catboy, and my Catboy is tiny. I'm like, ha, he's short now. This is a matter for my spark. I can spare no time for you. Other troubles demand my attention. What troubles? What ill fortune has befallen? Not me, but my lamb. Some few wandered far and have yet to return. Ooh, this quest, it's good, it's good. Mayhap they will return to their mothers in time. Mayhap they will not. Mayhap you can help. If we must, then we must. Let's be about it, Olivia. Sheep fetching time. They could not have gone below. They must be here somewhere. This has one of the best little ambient dialogues in the whole thing. He and the sheeps. Which I do believe here. It's a sheep. Me. I swear Baldur used to make that sound when he was a baby kitten. And he says, meh. His voice changed. Where are you, little ones? Your mother is waiting. It's time to come home. That there is one of the best side dialogues in the movie. One of the sheep's is way over here. Yeah, that's what's the hassle if you don't find now. Sheeps. I remember the one up here that I already got gave me a lot of trouble when I first took through, so I remember where it was. Not so much it was. Inside. Like magnet that sheep control. Ha! Sheep! Ha! Sheep. I saw sheep. There's sheep. That doesn't look sheep's sake. Like, those slats are way bigger than your legs when you fall through their village. Pick up the sheep. Scam likely. I never. sheeps. Greetings, I trust all our little explorers are safely accounted for. That they are. My thanks to you, Domin. Now, you have questions for me. I would know more of the Oronir, of their creation, and Father Azim. As you wish, come, let us sit. Story time! Lore dump time! Before we begin, tell me, what do you know of the Aurora and how they came to be? You know, this bit, sitting us down and telling us stories and making us absorb lore, this is the same author, the same writer as Shadowbringers, and it shows, because I think she's the only one who really sits down and tells us lore in a way that actually really works in world, instead of just kind of info dumping to the side. So what do we know? Days before man, as we met almost a bit of war, and rain, Yes, common tale and one believed by many tribes. What it does not mention is this: Azim and Nam were lovers. Oh, they fought in the beginning, as did their creations, that much is true. But when they saw how the Zayla and Rain rose above their hatreds and joined hands in harmony, their hearts stirred, and the love their children shared became theirs as well. Alas, he was of the sun and she of the moon. Apart they must remain, lest day and night cease to be, and with them all creation. With sadness in their hearts they return to the heavens, he to the day, she to the night, destined to walk before and after, never to meet. As time passed, Azim's yearning for his beloved grew deeper still. Was there truly naught that could be done, he wondered? At last he knew. It's called solar eclipse. If the father cannot be with the mother, then he shall go among her children, now and ever after. So it was that Azim took a fragment of his being, and with it fashioned an avatar. Clad in scale of midnight, he descended and sought out the Zayla. Yea, he was the first Oronir, and we are of his flesh and blood. We are the children of Azim, and it is our duty to watch over and keep the Zayla safe. I confess I did not expect the tale of your people's beginnings to be quite so romantic. Yet I must ask, if it is your duty to defend the Zayla, how can you go to war with them and adapt? Is that not a contradiction? If a father disciplines his son, does that mean there's no love in his heart? Zayla are not wont to kneel. They must be made to. Only then will they heed reason. That's nice. I see. Such is the way of the step. Thank you, Elder, for sharing with us your wisdom. Eager to depart? Ere you go, you would do well to hear the end of my tale. When Nama looked down and saw the avatar of Azim, she knew him at once and shed tears of love and longing. When they struck the earth, they rose anew as a counterpart to the Oronir, their fates entwined. So you see, for every son of Azim is a daughter of Nama, for whom he must search, even now. That does also mirror the fragmented reincarnation shenaniganry that we have going on through the whole of the Shadowbringers. Ha! Oh, yeah, I'm trying to kick through the area. What is it? Come again, traveler. There are tales to be told, songs to be sung. Mayhap I am being overly optimistic, but I sense that these Oronir may prove loyal allies to Doma under the right circumstances. Their arrogance is rooted in the belief that they must act as caretakers of all Zayla. Therefore, if we can prove to them that we come as kindred spirits, seeking to defeat a common foe, mayhap this is a discussion for after we win them down. Come, let us return to Meg. I think I'm gonna get to the part where they send us off to meet sexy lady, what's her face? Sadu and her people that are in the street. Sorry about your big box. You're back. They had me milking sheep, by the way. It was interesting. Sheep. sheep has notes of goat. At a glance, their arms and armor may seem crude compared to those of Dome, but they are well crafted and no less effective. Another task completed, eh? I wonder what the most radiant brother has in store for us next. It's like a well, Skyrim well. You shine with the light of newfound wisdom. Could it be that you have at last accepted the supremacy of the sun? No. But this was fun on my cat. Like my cat was a moon cat. No matter, you have each completed your tasks and proven yourself deserving of mercy. However, if it is freedom you desire, then there is one more thing you must do. There's one part, if you're on a girl character, where basically when he meets you, he's like, "Are you my moon?" And one of the options is to say, "I'm your Rollenberry," which is the option that I picked on my my girl character is my Highlander samurai, and she is supposed to be like in her late 40s, and she's this grizzled warrior, and she's definitely not cutesy in the least. She goes like, "I'm your Rollenberry." That's fun. New task. I won't be doing yours. I pity you will not pledge yourselves to the sun. You might have proved useful in the coming meta. Nevertheless, I will permit you to return and fight for them. Their cause is futile, with or without your assistance. However, you must first complete a final task, as was my decree. You will reconnoiter the camp of the Dothar. It's kind of a big task. For this task, 2 will go and 2 will remain. Should the 2 who embark upon this expedition choose to flee or be captured or killed by the Dotharo, then the others will be taken as slaves and serve the sun unto death. That's nice, Ragnar. We better not fail them, eh? The question is, who should we send? That is not for you to decide. All of you have conquered Bardam's Medal and proved yourselves warriors of the steppe. You should all be equally capable of carrying out this task, and therefore you should all have no objections. Is that correct? The first choice of hostile jumping mine, there was hardly a choice given the circumstances. The Red Woman will really make. Doubtless you are not the moon I seek, but stranger tales have been told, and the men are of no use to me. That's Ragnar, that's straight. You may have your pick of the men. Yes, yes. Folk. Oregon's like, I'm not pretty, you can't pick me. Half a face. Pick me, and what are you looking at? There we go, what are you looking at? I think that was the I'm your Rollenberry part, if you're a girl character. The Firewalker, yes, this Doman is my choice. Haha, I don't know whether to be flattered or insulted. I have both. I had hoped to see these Undying ones for myself, but it seems it was not meant to be. I know you will be fine, but permit me to wish you luck all the same. You'll return soon, my lord, but if the Kami are unkind and we fail in our mission, then do what you must to survive, for Dome. Dotharo lies to the south, where the grass turns to sand. Return with valuable knowledge, and all will be free to rejoin the mole. Now go. Small children holler. Yeah, small children holler. My neighbors are. Have no fear, my friend. We shall see them freed soon enough. Let us quit this place and speak of our plans outside. Return his knowledge, do this, and comments shall walk. Yeah. complain they hope we never return. I shall enjoy disappointing them. According to my net map, there is a colossal wreck to the south, which should provide a vantage point from which to survey Dothal Kav from afar. Let us go and do just that. And that is where I'm going to leave off, and we'll go meet Sadu tomorrow, probably. We'll see. Alright, thanks for coming along, guys. Let's see how you should turn the streams. So yeah, probably tomorrow I'll put it up on my Twitter while we're on stream. Thanks, guys.